Yes, this is the non-initiative player phase from the October turn 1914, and as we see here on the resource point table, the things for the Germans and the French goes different. In the resource points, the Germans get a lot more than the French, but as you can see, also the Russians get a lot, so Germans have to handle both sides of the front. The French only one. At this time, later on, there came some other fronts, but now it's only the Western Front in France, and the Germans are on the attack. They planned a couple of attacks, 4, and they moved a little bit out of their trenches to the west to capture some victory points and to lengthen the line. They had got a lot of troops, the 9th Army fresh in the field, and a lot of reinforcements, replacements, and so they can make a little bit ground. But now we go to the fights, and the first fight is here. There are four units, so it's 16 factors against 6. I think it's 16. Yeah, 16 against 6 is 2-1. Not a really good attack, but Germans hope for good results. The 5 is a good one. 2-1, and the 5 is 1 and 2. And yes, it's a question to go forward with only 1 troop, because there's only 3 in the stack, and no, it's not a good idea, so they stay in place. The next attack is here. It's also not a big one for the Germans. It's but it's only 5 French. Germans have 7, and 7 is 14. Yeah, it doesn't work out to a 3-1. It's also 2-1, and hope for a good roll. Oh, 6 is much better. There's no losses for the Germans. So I think it was this one, yes. And also here, the German don't take the ground. We look at this place. It's 6, it's clear. And here are 4, 8, and 8 is 16 is 18. 3-1. And he could take the headquarter. It's no, not yet. 3-1 is okay. Another 6. Lucky 6 is now lucky 6 is for the Germans, not for the Allied player. And yes, now he can think about going forward. And I think because he spared the headquarter and can do this move, because the headquarter can give this unit extra shift if it is attacked. It's not a solid line, but I think it gives the French a little bit to think. So now the big attack. Germans have crunched together 4, 8, 12, 20, and 12 and 8 is another 20. Is 40 against 10. It's a 4-1. 4-1, the hills here 3-1, and with this headquarter it's a 4-1. The reason why I sometimes change from 3-1 to 4-1 and sometimes not is the result table, because if I have a 3 stack against me as the enemy, as the opponent, then it's better to use the 4-1 table, because there are 50% to kill all the 3. But if there are only 2 in this stack what is being attacked, then the 3-1 is also good. There are 60, there are 4-6 still. I don't know if it's in English the same, but yes, it's a chance enough. So 4-1, and I roll a 5. The 5 is now German and 3 French, and this was a bitter October turn for the French. They lost a lot, and high ground, good ground, and the German can go forward to Verdun. I was thinking about attacking Verdun this turn, because only 3 factors, 4 factors are in there, but Verdun gives 3 shifts, 1 for the rough, 2 for the fortresses, and from only 1 spot to attack. I think it's not good. It would be possible, but then you have to hold this hex also. But okay, the fort is destroyed. This is permanent effect. But I think this lucky roll was also good. So we have here a lot of French in the dead pile. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-1. And from the French turn, I think it was 3 or 4 French. So we will see how long the French can make this. Now we came to the Eastern theater. In the Balkan, the Serbs are doing nothing, because Austrian and German troops are too strong to make some real effects. The Russians going forward, but not as quick as I thought, because also the weather is a problem. If you go, for example, here over this river here in the woods, in the forest, then you pay 3 movement points, so you can only move 1 hex. And this is the reason why the Russians are not so quick on the front. I thought to attack the Austrians at 2 locations, this location here, and also the location near Ivangorod over there. Was also an idea to go this, but yes, I don't want to attack the Germans, because they have the trench factor, and they are in forest and swamp, marsh. So I will go against the Austrians, but I couldn't reach here Ivangorod with enough troops to make an effective attack. But here in the southern edge, there's a possibility. So the Russians assembled 12 factors in each of these hexes. That's 36, and the Austrians can have a maximum of 9, and of course they have 9 there, so it's 9, 18, 27, 36. It's 4-1, and we take the headquarter 5-1, and the Austrians also put the headquarter into the battle, and it's a 4-1 again. 4-1, and now we see if the Russians can roll the dice as good as the Germans. Oh, yes, they could. It's also eliminated, and 3 Austrian troops are in the dead pile. And I think that's only the beginning. And we go up to the front and look the next time to Lemberg. Yes, this is the way the Russians can do it. In my last game, the Russians were much more powerful because they didn't have done this enormous encirclement error what I have done in this game here, but yes, things happen. Okay, in the October turn also there's something new because one little thing is the Germans captured Bethune, and Bethune is also a resource hex, and so you get the marker to this strategic turn that you get a replacement more. What I forgot to tell you is that the Austrians spare one resource point because the Austrian dead pile only consists of Landwehr troops, and I think Landwehr troops, it's not worth to pay the resource points for. Yes, we have 2 victory points for the emergency replacements and 7 victory points for the city, so it's 9. And if it gets to 20, the German wins an auto victory. It's far away, I know, but I would like to say it now. Okay, and the other thing what happened in October is the thing that we have to deploy our troops in the next theater, and the next theaters are the Near East theaters. First is the Egypt front map. It's the west. It's also Western map. So the British troops are first. They don't move this round, but they move in November, December. So next round they can move, but now they have to deploy. And they deploy west of the Suez Canal because, yes, this is the setup position. But also what important is that the Suez Canal, all the hexes are victory point hexes. Every hex is a victory point hex. And so, yes, this is to defend very carefully. Luckily, there are not so many troops from the Turkish Ottoman player. 2 units near the fortress in Gaza, 2 units in Damascus, in Syria. So it's not a big deal, but yes, we have to look how this goes. And what is special here at this Egypt map is that the British troops don't have good supply, because these cities here at the Mediterranean Sea, one is known to pipeline station, are in effect no supply sources for the British troops. Only if they stay in the hex they are in supply, but they cannot go outside and trace supply to these hexes. They have to trace supply every time to the port, to Port Said, or I think the eastern map age. I have to look where exactly. I think here is another town somewhere. No. Okay, I have to look where it is. I think it's all these are in supply. But they cannot go more easternwards. And they have to build the so-called GWiE pipeline. This is a marker. I have it here. So the GWiE pipeline starts, like here, this area. And every strategic turn where a British troop is sitting here in Khalifa, then they can say, okay, we build it to this point. And the next strategic turn, the British troop is controlling the pipeline station, and now Turkish troops are westwards. Then they can put it forward, and now it's pipeline station, a real normal supply source. But when the Ottoman goes behind it, and everywhere here or here or here, everywhere on this area, then the markers brings back to the westernmost or easternmost city, not interrupted. Okay, this is a little bit of, I think a cat and mouse play. Because yes, the British have the better troops, but they had a task, and the Turkish troops has to deny it. Also, here is a new terrain feature. It's desert, and the desert is most of the time normal, but there are hot turns in the summer. Here you see it, June, July, August. Hot turns. In hot turns, you cannot trace supply through these hexes. Into it's okay, but not through. And so here are two cities here in the rear in the desert, which are out of supply and get no supply in the desert turns, in the hot turns. And yes, this is also to be taken in account. Okay, this is the western map, and there are two eastern maps. And first, I show you the Persia or the Iraqi map. And this Iraqi map is also a huge map with Baghdad as the focus point. And the Turkish defend with only one cavalry brigade, I will say, with 1 point. And the British are here in Basra with 3 little Indian troops. And this is also a cat and mouse game, where we have to look what happened here. There is also a victory point hex, undefended. The others are fortresses, and as you know, fortresses cannot be attacked by only cavalry. They have to be attacked by infantry. So the Turkish people, the Turkish player can move with strategic movements, of course, troops here to the Iraq front. But where to? It's the question. And last but not least, the Caucasus front, from easternwards here, Baku, now Azerbaijan, over Erivan, what is Armenian today, to and here's even Grozny, the town of Grozny, from the Chechnya Republic and such, to the Turkish soils. And there are a lot more a lot more troops deployed here. The elite troops have to be deployed first, and the Turkish troops going first, because the initiative is for the Axis, for the CP powers, Central Powers, and the Russian had saved their backward supply sources, so they cannot be overrun, and but they cannot be attacked because they are out of reach. Only if they were undefended, then they could be reached and overrun. But so there are three points where the Turkish can attack, and even this point only if they go through Persia, but it's not a problem. They can go to Persia and take another victory point at Tabriz. So 2 more than the Germans' Central Powers are, what did I say, 9, 10, 11. Yes, but they decided to deploy that they go first against Armenian, Erivan. And as you see here, the little token is the possibility. Here are in every these stacks are one of these 3 units here, and in which stack is the 2 unit, I decide to make it luck dependent, because it's solitaire. It's, I think, a good idea. Yes, if I roll a 1 or 2, then it goes in this place, 3 and 4 in this place, and 5 and 6 to Erivan. And the other way, there is the 1 and 4 unit in these hexes. So, and yes, I had deployed already, so I can I can make this roll first. Now, it's not a big issue. It's a 1, and so it goes to Batum, and this goes to Erivan. So, and now here are five guys, and but the Turkish have deployed 12 to handle also the cavalry. Yeah, I think this is, but this happens in the next turn. And yeah, let's take a look. It is now the non-initiative player phase. So jetzt now came the strategic movement phase on these maps. Yeah, I think the Austrians will do some strategic moves. They can pull out here these troops and put them to Lemberg. They have to think to rearrange in the next turn then the line to be prepared for the next blow. I think the Germans are standing quite good. I think they're standing quite good. Yes, I don't think they have to do much. I would like to change here these German troops out of Sarajevo area. So I would like to do some moves here to put defense 5 here. Perhaps no, this must be enough. Yeah. 2 Sarajevo. And 3 to this front. I will later decide where they go exactly, and also these troops. Yes, and also the French can do perhaps some strategic move, but in the end, yes, the strategic move come out, and then we have the November-December turn, and the rest is wet weather again, and in the east is snow, but snow had, I think, not much more impact. No, it's the same like wet for the most time, only that the rivers are not bad to move. It's good to move over rivers in winter. Okay, so see you next time. Bye bye.